lost in a dream. Leave me a message and I'll get back to me. One more day with the selfish disease. Oh, my friends who lost their interest in me. But it's alright, you're the only one that I need. With you there's no second best. Forever's not a word that I say in jest. And if you don't like it, we can move out west. Have us some birdies that can leave the nest. Oh, my friends who lost their interest in me. It's alright, you're the only one that I Is it too early to start drinking yet? Is it too early to start drinking yet? Alright, 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 alright. All my friends who lost their interest in me. But it's alright, you're the only one that I need. All my friends who lost their interest in me. But it's alright, you're the only one that I need. You're the only one that I need. You're the only one. I'm Reuben Bidez from Nashville, Tennessee. I made Nashville home about almost 7 years ago, and it's been great being a part of this awesome songwriter community. Basically, over the past year, I've had so much time and wasted so much of it, but more recently, I've kind of gotten my nose back to the grindstone and been coming out with some new music. And so a buddy of mine and I have been working out of my little studio in my house, and we've come up with some new songs. You know, albums are awesome, but they take so much time and so much money to make. And right now, singles are really easy to make. And I think it's really nice too to be able to spend so much time on just one song. When you're in a studio, you know, you have a certain amount of time and you're like, I gotta cram 12 songs into this small amount of time, and it's like really tough to give them all, you know, the attention they deserve. With this, we've been able to take one song at a time and work on it and get it just right. So I'm really excited for everybody to hear that.
I was in an accident with a box truck and injured my neck and back. Vrdolyak Law Group fought for me and forced the insurance company to pay the entire $2 million insurance policy on the day of the trial. If you're injured, call my friends at Vrdolyak Law Group.
Right as the rain, and we play. It's rain falling down on a sunny day, and right as the mail on a Sunday, right as the rain, we play, and we're right on time, and we pay. and we're cashing it in, and we pay. And I'm finding it out and change that was made, and telling ourselves and the rest, hey, it's okay. And we've cashed it in, and we pay. Hey, you have no kind of shame. So right as the rain, ain't we, baby? And we're right as the rain, ain't we, baby?
I'm a semi-truck driver who was in an accident with another semi-truck and injured my back and neck. The insurance company for the truck that hit me claimed that I couldn't be injured because I was also in a semi-truck. Thankfully, I hired the Vrdolyak Law group. They made sure I had all my workers' comp benefits, including medical bills, time of pay, and a lump sum settlement. Vrdolyak Law didn't stop there. They forced the other trucking company's insurance to pay me an additional $2.75 million. If you're injured, call Vrdolyak Law.
If I could still steal my mind, I'd slow it just shy of rewind and dance you to the sweep of any slow street like it was music in disguise. If I could still steal your breath, I'd twist your hips and twirl your dress. In the night's black till the sun came back, just to find we never left. We could go around again, from the outs to the ends of love, and keep moving like the weather does. All my life I had to be first, love everything that hurts, to chase some high under low slung skies like gravity reversed. Now this tired head just rings like thunder without the lightning, when you're not around to make a better sound, when you've taken everything. But if we come around again, from the outs to the ends of love, I'll keep moving like the weather does. If I could still stall for time, I'd freeze a frame when you were mine, then turn the clock back to the time it made you laugh, and let it all unwind, so we could come around again, from the outs to the ends of love, from the outs to the ends of love, from the outs to the ends of love, and keep moving like the weather does.
My name's Andrew Leahey. I play with a band called Andrew Leahey and the Homestead. I also play with a number of other artists, including Elizabeth Cook. So I guess most recently, I was on an Elizabeth Cook album. It's called Aftermath. It's a great album, I think. I'm a little biased. My last album came out in 2019. It's called Airwaves. And we put out a bunch of songs all throughout 2020, and our plan is to compile them in 2021 into an album. So I understand that Leahey is not the most intuitive word to spell, so it's Leahey. Our website is andrewleaheymusic.com, and you can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all of those. I went to a new school in 8th grade, and I was so afraid because, you're a new kid, you can easily get made fun of. I didn't have a lot going for me that would have, prevented any of that. And my mom, just to kind of, drive it home a little bit more, put me in middle school chorus.
Odds are, if you watch TV, you've seen plenty of ads for lawyers.
It's usually a lawyer telling you how great they think they are. But at the Vrdolyak Law Group, it's different. It's always about the client.
In fact, all of us are actual clients, and we're here to proudly tell you how much the Vrdolyak Law Group has done for us.
What impresses me most is how much the Vrdolyak Law Group believes in their clients. They only get fees if they win, and they use their own dollars to take cases to trial.
It's that ability to fight for their clients and win at trial that has helped the Vrdolyak Law Group recover over $9 billion, and the insurance companies know that.
$9 billion, over 30,000 clients represented, and almost 60 years in business. That's a testament to their strength, knowledge, and success.
In fact, call them with all your legal needs. Like the saying goes, if they've been around that long, they must know what they're doing.
If you're injured in a car or truck accident, any work-related injury, or as a result of a medical error,
Call Vrdolyak Law Group.
where it's always about the client.
Injured? Call Vrdolyak Law Group.
Look in the mirror, what do I see? Reflecting on the things I can't be. You wanted more, gave you more. Would have done anything, can't you see? Cards on the table flashing red. My heart isn't talking to my head. You wanted your space, I gave you the stars. Now I'm left wondering where you are. Is this what you really wanted? How was I supposed to know? This is what you really wanted. I could have been that for you. That for you. Black is the veil, black is your heart. I've never been afraid of the dark. Climbing the grave that we dug. Just dropping a rose and cover me up. Is this what you really wanted? How was I supposed to know? This is what you really wanted. I could have been that for you. That for you. never be that for you. I could never be that for you.
Probably the best place to find my music is, Spotify is great. I'm on Apple Music as well. Amazon actually was really nice, and my last single, Be Still, they featured me on one of their major playlists, and I was actually like on the cover and everything. I was like, oh wow, okay, all right, thank you, Amazon. Or you could just go to my website. It's ReubenBidez.com, and I have links to everything there, and that's ReubenBidez.com. So that's the best place to go, actually. I think for me, I'm a concept writer. I think this would be a good idea for a song. And then sometimes that comes out as a phrase. So, for instance, my song, Forever Ain't That Long, that was the idea, was when you're with the right person, forever's not so bad. And I came to the table with a guy named Dave Thompson, and I said, I got this idea for a song, Forever Ain't That Long. And he was like, I love it. And then we just wrote it from there. So I think I would be like a concept writer more than anything. I don't know if it's like necessarily a formula, but concepts and little sparks, and then the rest is just kind of happens.
I was a passenger on a train when I injured my neck and back. The defendant train company didn't believe my injuries were severe and made a low ball offer. Fortunately, I hired Vrdolyak Law Group. They spent tens of thousands of their own dollars to hire experts who proved I was seriously injured and needed surgery. In the end, Vrdolyak Law Group convinced the jury to award me over $4 million. If you're injured, call Vrdolyak Law.
All right, so this next one is called Mr. Prine. It's a tribute to the late, great Mr. John Prine. As a writer, I've been in Nashville 12 years, and one of the biggest influences as far as writing ever. I think he takes deep subjects that everybody deals with and nobody knows how to talk about, and he puts it in the common folk language. And I long to do that, so I wrote this for him. Oh, Mr. Prine, where have you gone? Reckon you'll be back. Will it be long? If you don't plan on showing face again. Oh, Mr. Prine, drop me one more line. Oh, Mr. Prine, how are you doing? Is our big old goofy world just bound for ruin? Yeah. Have you found some clocks and spoons and 16 angels on the moon? You know, are they dancing? Mr. Prine teach them every line. I'm but a just from some caravan of fools with such a silly gesture, trying to write a song for you, the best there ever was, sure ever will be again. Thank you, Mr. Prine, for what's left behind. And oh, Mr. Prine, you're so far from me. search for your ghost here on the banks of Lake Marie. Are you up there in paradise with a rock and roll band and legal smile? Oh, Mr. Prime, I hope you're doing fine. I'm but a jester from a caravan of fools. Such a silly gesture, trying to write a song for you. You're the best there ever was, or ever will be again. Thank you, Mr. Prime, for what's left behind. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Prime, for all of your time.
I was stopped in a construction zone when I was rear-ended. A semi-truck struck a vehicle several cars behind me, injuring my knees, my neck, and back. Vrdolyak Law forced the trucking company to settle for $2 million. If you're injured, call Vrdolyak Law Group.
I have a white Les Paul. I'm not sure what year it is. It's got original pickups. It's, I'm not like really a gearhead, but I know that my white Les Paul is just, it's my guitar. My wife calls it my Prince guitar, although I don't think that Prince ever played a white Les Paul. It's a great guitar. You play it, it holds a tune, your chords ring out, and it's kind of how I learned to play electric guitar. So anytime I'm not playing that, I feel a bit crippled without it. We used to play total dives and, playing like hours and like all evening at these dive bars. And so we were in Huntsville, Alabama. I remember they had a kitchen there as well. And they were serving up sketty, which is like spaghetti, but it's with ketchup. And we were playing and we took a break halfway through to go into the alley and have a smoke or whatever. And a guy drove up in a car and he got out and he was wearing a bathrobe and a trucker hat. And he said, "Hey, I'm Road Loaf." I said, "Hey, Road Loaf, I'm Andrew." And he was like, "Yeah, I know. I come here every time a band is playing and I bring them a road loaf." And I was confused. And he pulled out this, like a pound cake looking, concoction. And I said, "Is it legal? Is everything healthy in this?" And he said, "Yes, it's got 80 ingredients. Here's an index card. It has all the ingredients on there." And it was crazy stuff. And I had a slice prior to going back in there and playing. And I did not feel good. It could have been the sketty. It could have been the road loaf. And that was my weirdest gig ever.
You feel like the clothes I'm in, but I don't wanna wear you thin. I'll be the weight that pulls on your stitches and thread. As sweet as a stereo sounds, I can never tune you out. When your needle drops and you spit at me around, I keep my eyes wide every time you're near me, so I won't miss a chance to make you stay. Oh, I'll sway to what you're hearing. Stop the running, start the dance. The members of the careful class always leave a trail for coming back. All the time they waste bending branches in half. Whoa, so what is red? I look too slim to show hands and go all in and forget how it ends and just let it begin. 'Cause I keep my eyes wide every time you're near me, so I won't miss a chance again.